To touch on today on what I think is an important topic, and that's specifically market manipulation and insider trading inside the energy markets. I think that's quite a worrisome trend. There has been some weird trades going off at specific moments where there's announcement of certain positive news, and all of a sudden there's a lot of trades that were massive futures, billions of dollars of futures trades that were placed in the oil market before announcement. There was a recent one as well where clearly someone had shorted the oil markets pretty substantially by a lot of amounts. And I think this is kind of a pretty dangerous development because it creates a mistrust in the markets, and it could cause folks to just completely check out of the markets because they feel like, hey, the market's so biased and manipulated that what's the point if only the big players. It's almost like same thing similar with the prediction markets. If the prediction markets aren't honest and if the prediction markets aren't honest, people are just going to feel like, hey, if I'm not an insider, what's the point of even trying, right? Or you're just basically going to try to copy someone else's play, unless there are going to be people who are just going to go off of kind of deep analysis. But I do think that's kind of worrisome, and it seems like that it almost seems like that there being strategic efforts to really pump the market or to try to pump the market at strategic points to prevent it from going down, which could also cause a bigger drop in the future. I mean, I think the idea is, hey, how can we kind of prop up the market for now, or keep the oil market down so that when it does rise, there's more space for it to go, so it's not just instantly sitting at like all-time highs. So I just wanted to touch on that. I do think it's a pretty bad development, and that's something that should legally be addressed. I mean, if you look at the insider trading laws, they're very substantial. You're talking about $5 million in penalties, treble damages, 20 years in prison for an individual, $20 million for a company. So they're very substantial penalties, and I think that it has to be enforced equally. Otherwise, it's going to create a problem, and it creates a sort of like moral hazard that can create a lot of issues. I kind of analogous to this is I always see that when there's too much bailouts going on, it creates a moral hazard because now people are like, hey, like money's not really worth anything. We're just going to, hopefully we'll rack up on the debt and hopefully we get bailed out. So I did want to kind of touch on that and create a video. I think it's a pretty important thing to address. So please like and subscribe, and hope you have a good day.